Oi, oi, oi. Ah, there we go. I believe you guys last seen me level up Shin to level, well, time to level 80.
An
70 to
assassin
80.
from our homeland, or a fool who
But
trespasses
now I
upon
have
the waters of Chingsa,
Xingshu
coveting the shapes of the living.
also to
Pure water can take on many
60 to 70.
forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment.
So that's where we're at now. So now we just have to get
Power
the
of
last
water
final 12.
is its ability to
match
take
room.
any shape.
And once that happens, I'm not really gonna level them up even more.
Shake your hands!
Without solid
So,
ground,
what I'm gonna do, I'm
terrestrial
just gonna
creatures
level
become
up
simply
We'll have the materials
helpless.
to level up to that level 80. Then we're gonna collect everyone else's materials. 26 materials for the last two. And then I'll start farming for
The
level
power
up
of
materials.
water is its ability to take
Recipe.
any shape.
Access denied.
One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails also to comprehend its horrors. Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold.
Yeah. And then after that, after I get the materials for Yun Jin and for Girl, then I'll get the
The
last 20
power
for
of water is its ability to
Shenhe.
take any shape.
Access denied. Shake your hands, Stern! Think you can bully me? All hail!
As long as rain falls and rivers flow, water
Yeah.
will exist
as long as they
forever.
have enough, then I will start farming materials. So it'll probably be the entire month. Until I actually start farming artifacts. Which, of course, I don't really mind because I personally hate farming artifacts. But, yeah, just how it goes. Oh, there's no one. Should I do that now? Yeah. So farm materials and then continue farming materials. That's it. That's what we're gonna be doing for the next 22 days.
Time to act. No, my sword! My will embodied! Manifest!
Of course, having all these supports are definitely something that I need to build either way. So, I don't think I really need a new DPS unit. Plus, Xingqiu, I feel like he's a no, I'm going to use him as a support unit, but him being able to do a lot of damage is extremely beneficial, as well as him being a support. Because I think his weapon already makes him a support unit. And then these two, I don't really know if they have recharge. They don't have recharge. This doesn't have recharge. This doesn't have recharge. This doesn't have recharge. And this doesn't have recharge. Yeah, so nothing else has recharge. So if his weapon gives him enough recharge, and doing it twice gives him enough recharge, then I think he'll be the best he could be. But if not, I may have to look into like at least one other artifact with heavy recharge substats, hopefully, to at least balance them out.
My will embodied. Body and mind. Not good. Witness the power of Gugwa.
There's more!
Cryo incarnate.
To the very final height. More!
Obey.
Sorry, got rid of my eyes.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse. Huh?
Very. Let me try.
Break a leg.
I'm ready.
Observe. Manifest.
This isn't over.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter.
Take this.
My will embodied. Do your master's bidding.
Good go.
Unleash. Body and mind. Rain outlines your fate.
One strike will suffice.
Flags fly.
I'm ready.
And step.
No.
Thank you. And good night. Power Gugwa.
This battle.
But yeah, you know. So I think that's the main difference right now. Is him. For everyone else, I'm kind of building them traditionally. I feel like, because I'm not building them how everyone else is building them. Most people are building Shinhei with way more attack. So let's say I'm building here with a cryo goblet. Most people just are currently using attack goblets. So attack, and then crit rate or crit damage. And then same thing with her. People are using defense, and then attack or defense or crit damage and stuff. And same thing with him. I'm the only one that's actually.
My will embodied. No, my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse. Cryo incarnate. Manifest. Flags up. Strike is one. Unleash. Do your master's bidding. Witness the power of Gugwa. No, my sword.
out, but it's helpful. Okay, I'm no longer in battle. Yeah. So once they actually start getting stronger, that'll be much easier. Plus, Yun Jin is able to go into so many different teams. Xingqiu, same. He's able to go on freeze comp teams, on vaporized teams. So he's able to work with every single type of person. And then Shinya is gonna be amazing, and then so is Guru. So
Time to
that's
act.
what I'm like. I do want to level them up. I should make sure that they have the best that they could have. So if they do end up needing that extra defense goblet, extra attack goblet, then I'm definitely willing to make it.
Cat can talk.
Shia! Take your true form. Rain outlines your fate.
Fall in!
Flags up. Observe.
You don't only have a good team for blowing their leaves.
Stand clear.
That cat can talk.
Yes, indeed, Jim. That cat can talk. So I'll finish this up, and then I'll go finish up one more.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
What's her? Okay, I want to see how much she could get out of the 5,000. Oh, she does get a good amount. An extra 1,000? That's pretty good. Oh. Ocean it. I don't really fight the ocean that much, so I always forget about her name. The ocean. Once I fight off the ocean one more time, I'll go do the new event.
It is something of a luxury.
An assassin from our homeland.
I do want
Or a
Kazuya.
fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chainsa.
So if
Coveting
he's
the
coming out at
shapes
the
of
same
the
time
living,
as your
pure
Michael,
water
that's
can
good.
take on many forms.
Problem.
In this way, shall water deliver your punishment. The power of water is its ability to take any shape. Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless.
I do want you and Michael, and then I do want Kazuya, people are saying that Raiden's going to be coming in on the
The
next
power
banner too.
of water is its ability
for
to
2.5.
take any shape.
Long overdue.
One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails also to comprehend its horrors.
Access denied.
Look at you, Boozhound! Think you can bully me? Think you can bully me?
Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold.
Yeah.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Bastard!
Born of ice and frost.
As long as rain falls and rivers flow, water will exist forever.
Oh. Ooh. So now I have 2. And they got 3 as well. That's very nice. Hmm. 200 more, that's not gonna be enough. I've done one on right now. Whatever, I'll just go to someone's turn the teapot afterwards. After doing this one, I should have 1,000 Primo Gems. I don't know if I want to wish another 10 times on Shinha's banner to, you know, of course, up my chances of getting attack is buffed. Hopefully this seems good. And if it is good, then I could use a bit. Once I actually start leveling them up, I can actually keep this one.
Stabilize.
Manifest! Crush! Eye for an eye.
Gather.
All hail.
Gather. I will have order.
Cryo incarnate! Take your true form!
Born of ice and frost. This is long overdue.
Transfiguration!
Gather. Order guide you.
Yeah. I think that was too low. Maybe I should use a different team. So for this one, okay.
I must leave
Another
no
test
stone.
subject.
My apologies!
Enhanced animal module 75.
Suffocate.
Animal test 6308.
Wrong test subject. Test subject. Have a little taste. Freeze.
Stand clear.
Take flight!
The wrong test subject.
Animal hypostasis emulation. Time to go.
Whirling snow!
Time to clean up. Steady as stone.
Yeah, it's over.
That tingle.
Absorption test. Enhanced animal module.
Take flight! Sakura swirl!
Rod's over. Fool. Gone.
Huh?
Go. Got you. Animal test 6308. Stand clear. Swirl. Mark.
Kamisato art! Sumetsu! Whirling snow!
Not too bad. I don't think it's enough though. So right now I should be sitting around like 10,000. As long as I get higher than 4,000 for the last two. the carrier that uses normal attacks from accounts. Yep. Unfilled and will obtain stacks. Sure. Maybe I should have already done Lee and Xingqiu.
Blaze over! Do your master's bidding! Transfiguration! Accessed enough!
Solidify!
This is long overdue! My will embodied!
Solidify! I will have order!
Cryo incarnate! My will embodied! Blaze over!
Peace be with
Shudder! Flood of frost! I condemn you!
truth! The gifts of grace! By holy proclamation! This is order! The power!
Do your master's bidding!
Revelation!
For Rex Lapis!
Hear ye the words of joy! Grace be upon you! The power!
I don't think that was too bad. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of pretty short now. Whew. I have to get 4,000 here. Or at least 3,700. I think it's that's doable. Yeah. Hopefully this is good.
Take flight! Embrace the ice!
Animal hypostasis amulet, shiver! Absorption test. Stand clear.
Higher, higher, hands on fire! See?
Oh, jeez. Holy jeez.
Is it Maybe this is just fate's dark design.
Okay. Let's try this team one more time. I may need a shield character. Jeez.
My apologies. Coming Sato out. So then, enhanced animal module, such punishment.
Lots over!
Animal test 6308. Absorption test. Animal test 6308. Whirling snow. Animal hypostasis and yeah. This isn't good. Embrace the ice. My apologies. Lights out. What a nuisance. Absorption test. You can't run. Whirling snow. So much remains unfinished.
Oh my gosh. I have to quit. They're not able to withstand all that because they're able to just heal. Okay. Let's go with the Geo team. Buffs everyone's defense. Uses an elemental burst. No. When the character uses an elemental skill, all opponent members' cooldowns are shortened by 50% for 8 seconds. An elemental skill. When a character's elemental skill hits an opponent, great number of elemental particles will be produced. And that's pretty cool. Let's see if this team does it.
Break a leg. Flag fly. And leap. Everybody stand back. Huh? As a dutiful maid would, leave it all to me. Huh? Ha. Ha. Yeah. Ha. 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 Yeah. Flags fly. Strike is one.
What?
I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up. I'll catch up. Someone needs assistance. Flags up. Observe. Break a leg. It's nothing.
Your life is mine.
Everybody stand back! Huh? Leave it all to me. Flags up! Your grand finale! As a dutiful maid would. I am
Yeah,
a
they just
disgrace
beat me into a corner.
to the knights.
That is so stupid.
Break a leg! And leap!
Teamwork is dreamwork. Give up.
Time to clean up. Steady as stone. Flags up. Your grand finale.
Everybody stand back. Let's look. Your life is mine. You dare to hit me.
I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would. Flags up! Observe!
No, 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 no!
Steady as stone.
Don't waste my time. Submit. I'm going in.
Flags up! And leap! Strike is one!
Let's light it up. Let's light it up. Everybody stand back. It's nothing. Your life is mine.
I must leave no stone unturned, as a good knight should. Break a leg! Observe!
I don't know where the rest of them are.
I'll catch up.
Don't waste my time. Submit. I'm going in. Let's light it up.
Strike is one! Time to clean up! Someone needs...
It's nothing. Your life is mine. Is this the end of Jin's race?
Beautiful maid woman.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is...
Flags up! Break a leg! Steady as stone. And leap! As a good knight should. Everybody stand back! Strike is one! I must leave no stone unturned. Flags up! And leap! Break a leg!
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's look.
Steady as stone. And leap!
Let's light it up.
Flags up! And leap! Strike is one!
I'm going in.
As a dutiful maid would. I must leave no stone unturned. I'll
Is that
catch
a whole another half? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was not doable. That was not doable. Just when they all start spinning, it's done. GG. Ugh. This one's pretty stupid. Yeah, I'll come back to it. I may need my first team to actually beat it. Yeah, to beat it, so it makes more sense for me to come back.
I'll race you there!
An assassin from our homeland, or a fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chingsa. Coveting the shapes of the living, pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment. The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Healthy body, healthy mind. Born of ice and frost.
Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless.
I wonder if other people have problems with that one. 'Cause that last one's pretty stupid.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Access denied. This is long overdue. Sketch! Born of ice and frost.
One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails also to comprehend its horrors.
Think you can bully me? Shake his hands!
Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold.
Not bad.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Born of icy frost.
As long as rain falls and rivers flow, water will exist forever.
Well, yeah. Ooh, physical. She gives us some pretty good stuff. So I could probably reach 12 if I get a 3 and a 5. I mean a 3 and a 2 today, which is possible. So let's see. And then these two. I already have so much blues, so it doesn't really matter. Ah, okay. Let's start. A song that knows first.
Can't you send someone any sooner? The clock is ticking, and I need this resolved ASAP.
I'm sorry, but we don't have any adventurers available at this instant. Your timing is most optimal. Allow me to introduce Yu Ning, manager of the Yunhan Opera Troupe.
Oh.
She has commissioned the guild to...
Traveler? Ugh, Yun Jin is always talking about you. Please, you've gotta help us find her. Yep, she's gone and disappeared. Now of all times, just days away from the big performance. All she left was a short note.
Trevor finds this letter. After some discussion about the Divine Maiden play with my friends, I find that there is still much to learn indeed. I have gone to Lingzhu Pass in hopes of gaining some inspiration. I will return within the day, so do not worry, Yun Jin. Oh, okay.
If our audience doesn't get to see Yun Jin on stage, they'll start tearing the place down. I mean, what am I supposed to do, huh?
Oh, so they have barber fans, huh? She did say she would
That's
come
what
back.
I said too, but...
Look, when you're a megastar like Yun Jin, you gotta start
Megastar.
taking things a little more seriously. Saying she'll be back doesn't give me a whole lot of reassurance when she's showing no regard for her own safety.
Okay.
Why does she have to go and practice somewhere so dangerous? What if something happens to her? What am I going to tell the audience?
Well, you shouldn't really be worrying about the audience.
Well then, what if she gets into a scrape and hurts herself? If she gets so much as a scratch, it'll be a loss to the whole nation.
As you can see, this is what we're up against. Would you be willing to accept this commission?
Oh, wonderful. Ugh, thank the stars. Please, you've got to bring her back, safe and sound.
Can't really say no. Well, I guess saying no would kind of defeat the entire introduction. Be like, ah, no, I'm good. Then I just walk over there anyways.
What you got?
No, my sword! Shoot! Flags fly! And step!
My will embodied!
You're open.
Charge! Flags fly! Observe! Rain outlines your fate.
Transfiguration!
Shoot! Shoot! And step!
Ow, bro.
No, my sword! Rain outlines your fate. Body and mind. Flags up! Observe!
Advance!
No, my sword! Let me weave you a verse. Huh? No, my sword!
Monster
Time to
attack.
act.
Run.
My ordinance divine! My will embodied!
Ow.
Ring cutter!
Unleash! Take your true form!
Are you alright? Are you hurt?
Oh. It's you. I do apologize. I didn't see you there.
Seriously?
What brings you all the way up here? Oddly enough, I was just thinking of scheduling a meeting with you later. I didn't expect to run into you here, of all places. Ah, I see. So Yunning sent you. I did tell her not to worry. But on this occasion, it seems I'm rather lucky you came. You've helped me avert a major catastrophe. It's a pity, though. I was so close to achieving the state of mind that Shenhe was talking about.
What's it
Do you remember what Shenhe said about the divine damsel fighting against the evil monster? That in reality, she hadn't acted as courageously as the operatic rendition would have you believe. That it was simply a matter of life and death, and she chose self-preservation.
Okay.
Granted, she later admitted that she preferred the version of events given in the opera, with its portrayal of a divine heroine sacrificing herself for others.
Yeah.
But after giving it a lot of consideration, I think that this character is defined by her emotional complexity, and even uncertainty. So the more emotions I can experience for myself, the wider range I will have to draw on in my performance. If access to a different state of mind can help me provide a fresh interpretation of the character and her actions, well, surely it will take my acting skills to the next level. That's why I came here.
My plan was to take it slowly. Start by just dipping my toe in, as it were. But once I started, I just got completely drawn in. I feel like I was so close to a breakthrough here. You've defeated an ancient god before. How am I supposed to experience genuine danger if you're here with me?
Yeah.
I suppose I had better return to Liyue Harbor for now. I'll only end up putting you in an awkward position otherwise. Goodness knows how you'd explain this to Yuning. I wonder whether I have gained anything useful from this trip. I suppose only time will tell.
This girl just said, bro, we're trying to be in danger, not safe. Get out of here. Damn, okay.
Body and mind.
Can you put a few more adventurers on the case or something? The clock's still ticking away.
Please have faith in him. Ah, they've returned.
Yuning, we're back.
Yun Jin, are you okay? Are you hurt? Do you need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy?
No, I'm fine. You don't need to worry. When it's time to go on stage, I'll be there.
Look, I get it. You like to go out exploring. That's fine. But do you really have to go off thrill-seeking this close to the show? You have to take better care of yourself, okay? For all our sakes. For the opera troupe and for your audience. We're just lucky we had the Traveler to help out. What if something had happened to you, huh? What?
Well, I would say the best way to make it up to our audience is to give them the best performance we can. Don't you agree? While I'm off stage, as long as there is something, anything I can do to improve my acting ability, even the slightest amount, I can't pass up the opportunity.
You know, Ugh, I don't know what to say anymore. Traveler, please, you tell her.
So, what's your honest opinion?
Damn.
I'm glad you agree.
Yeah.
Right, then let's get preparing.
Hey, Traveler, get over here. You've only just managed to bring Yun Jin back. Now you're taking her straight back out again? What's the big idea? The next show is just days away. Please, if not for me, then for the sake of the opera troupe, I'm begging you, help me convince her that at the end of the day, she's gotta fall in line. Well, okay, maybe that's asking the impossible, but at least try and keep her distracted. Please, just keep her occupied until the next show. No more thrill-seeking.
What are you two talking about? If it doesn't involve me, I think I'm going to...
You know what? It does involve you, actually. The Traveler was saying, come on, help me stall her.
Oh? Well, what do you need from me?
Oh my gosh.
You want to become an actor?
You do? Oh, yes, of course he does. He was just telling me that he's interested in exploring his dramatic side and, would like you to give him some coaching. Right, good. Well, let's not beat around the bush. Traveler, your master awaits.
Hold on. I don't know if I'm really ready to take on students yet.
Please, this is the day you've dreamed of, isn't it? You certainly talk about it enough. And look, now he's here, ready and willing.
Okay, I get it. You can stop now. Whew. I am delighted that you wish to study the performing arts from me. But the issue is, before you could become my apprentice, I'd have to get approval from the founders, then do an initiation ceremony. There just isn't time for all that right now. So, for now, I'll just teach you a few basics. Informally, one friend to another, there's no need to call me master. What? Don't you think that's a bit old-fashioned? Let's work on that later. Until we settle on an appropriate title, just call me by my name. Let's meet tomorrow morning on the bridge by the sea at Feiyun Slope. I'll do my best to prepare a good first lesson for you.
Whew, what a relief.
God damn it. I kind of wanted to go kill some monsters.
Ah, good. You're right on time. Punctuality is an essential quality if you want to make it big in the acting world. Without it, you won't be able to keep on top of all the work you need to do each day. Well, first I'd like you to answer me one question. How many pigeons flew from the bridge when you were passing through? Close. It was 7. Anyway, the point of this question was to test your powers of observation.
And I've been passed through the bridge.
Eyes are the medium for the transfer of emotion. You must train your eyes to be bright, active, and strong. Watching the birds fly, hover around, and come into land will not only exercise your eyesight, but also cultivate attentiveness. Indeed, my own daily training routine starts right here. I watch the pigeons to train my eyes, and I sing to the tide to train my voice. All in good time. Grasping all the techniques involved in opera singing and posture is not an overnight process. Let's start from the very beginning, with some general theories to help you better understand the concept of performance. Of course, I am in written correspondence with performers from many nations in Teyvat, which has rather broadened my perspective on this topic. For example, let's start with something simple. How would you perform yourself? Try to relive the events of that day when you were battling against an ancient god and fighting off the Fatui. What can you see? What did you feel? Now, I want you to look out at the ocean in front of you and recall the raging waves and the atmosphere of peril from that day. Take a deep breath. Now, gradually, embrace the scene, immerse yourself in it, and let all the emotions back in. Good, good. So that's how you felt.
Yeah, I didn't really feel that much fear.
Next, I'd like you to focus on the goal you wanted to achieve at that time. Good, yes. Use that.
I feel like she's about to
Okay,
Emperor Palpatine my
good.
ass.
Now, all of this overwhelming emotion is welling up inside of you, and I want you to let it all out. All at once. Go. Stop. Wrong. This is all wrong. There's no emotion, no soul. Granted, the character you are trying to portray is your own self, but your performance didn't do the scene justice at all. I couldn't hear you fighting for your life while gargantuan waves were crashing all around you. What I heard was the sound of someone doing vocal exercises by the beach on a calm day. Here's the thing. When you're acting, it's not only about getting into character, you also have to recreate the scene in your mind as vividly as you can. Now, I appreciate that you did actually experience this particular scene for yourself, but maybe conjuring up specific details of your surroundings at the time is a little too advanced for novices. You're right. If we were looking for an environment to help evoke the emotions you felt at the time, I suppose we could try again. A little farther afield, at Guyun Stone Forest. Oh? Too far away? Don't worry, I was just thinking aloud. Besides, even at Guyun Stone Forest, we'd still have trouble recreating the state of the sea that day. Let's try something else. Come with me to the suburbs just north of Liyue Harbor. If you've got no objections, let's head off.
Honey, just call me.
Ah, damn it. How much? Was that 3?
Mind be purged, world be saved.
The battle you fought on the Jade Chamber was a very strange set of circumstances, even for someone like you. It's quite normal that you can't get into character just like that. I know it's hard to recreate every facet of the experience in your mind, but what you could try is to replace the foes you faced in that scenario with ones you are much more familiar with. I'll give you an example. Let's say you're performing a scene where your character experiences the grief and pain of a death, but you yourself have never experienced this kind of tragic loss before. Well, you can replace death with another, more familiar scenario that evokes a similar sense of grief and pain for you, such as you bust a gut trying to find a treasure chest, only to finally reach it and find it filled with cabbages and radishes.
What?
Ah, now you're catching on. Action scenes work the same way. Perhaps the experience of facing an ancient god is a challenge to recreate, but if you're replaying the kind of actions you perform every day, you just need to let go, and your subconscious will guide you through. Come, show me how you normally fight. You can start with monsters nearby. They're coming. Just do what you normally do in this situation.
Gather!
Oz, reveal the... Crush! Eye for an eye!
Stabilize!
Oh, that was wonderful! Such deft and fluid movements. Just like a real adventurer. Let's perform the scene again now, while the battle is still fresh in your mind. Look at those red-clad scarecrows. But I want you to see them instead as those Fatui who brandish the sacrificial knives. Now, let us reenact the battle on the Jade Chamber. It's okay if you can't recall the events clearly. You can just replace them with the movements you are most familiar with. And... attack! The 3 Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballistas. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work. Shudder! comparable to your movements in terms of technique. But Fatui are larger than most monsters. I don't think it was a conscious decision, but you were aiming a little too low. And you also didn't strike with enough force. Overall, it was just lacking that sense of being in the heat of the battle. Veteran practitioners of this acting method are able to adjust and embellish their real-life experience enough so that it makes an adequate substitute for the scene they are trying to portray. But adjusting deep-rooted habits to adapt them for the stage, that's no easy task.
Yeah.
Still, this was only your first time trying this method, and all things considered, I think you've done quite well. But judging from your movements, I think this next method might suit you a little better.
What is it?
Choreograph every aspect of your onstage performance in advance. Every movement, every facial expression, even your emotions, and rehearse it thoroughly. You can reference existing characters from opera or imitate similar people from your own life. In short, you want to pin down every detail of the character you want to portray in your mind, and then work through them methodically and find ways to bring them out. Well, in your case, what you need to do is imitate your past self. Think of yourself not as you, but as somebody outside this world controlling your every move. It's complicated to explain, but once you give it a try, I think you'll get the hang of it. Okay, how about we start by setting a simple scenario? The Fatui in red want to attack the Guizhong Ballista, and the heavyweight guards in blue want to try and stop you. What you want to do is evade all the blues and go straight for the reds. Yes, I think that sums it up. There's an open area to the north. I'll set up a stage for you. When you've finished rehearsing everything in your mind, come and find me.
I think it's hard for me to perform properly because these weren't the same characters I was using. And I'm not blessed with the holy Adepti power and stuff.
Well, have you finished rehearsing? No need to rush. Take your time. I shall guide you with my voice.
人道是万千比，难过一人关。风刀剑，家身也担险。金滩土，既如地震，秀与蓝袍在纠缠。群魔神出去的帅，提前将他锋一战。三尺青，双桑的一战定了风波。报平
Oh, so cute.
Now that was a little better. You managed to bring out more of that fearless hero quality that time. My hard work coaching you has finally paid off. This method might not sound as sophisticated and exciting as the first two, but it's the most popular choice for teaching. Rigorous rehearsal and vocal training is at the core of this school of thought. It even works on those whose performance lacks emotional depth at first. As long as you practice diligently, with time, you will achieve mastery one way or another. Either your finely honed skills become a good substitute for innate talent, or the process of honing your skills cultivates genuine talent within you. People say that when you truly master the art of singing, even the birds and beasts will be drawn to your song. I know. I guess I still have a long road ahead of me when it comes to developing as a performer. Well, because even if I had, you wouldn't have put your heart into it. It's been written on your face this whole time. Just try and keep her occupied until the next show. Don't forget that acting is my bread and butter. Did you really think I wouldn't be able to see through it? Still, this is a rare opportunity, and I hope you have at least learned something from it about the beauty of the performing arts. The operatic tradition carries countless historical memories within it. As long as the art is kept alive, the voices and faces of bygone heroes can be recreated on the stage for generation after generation. I hope that your voice and your face will make their mark on Liyue Opera too. Yes, as well as coaching you today, I have also been closely observing every move you make. Do you remember the basics of the final method? Don't you think there's a striking similarity between you, who stood up for Liyue and fought off a god of old, and the divine damsel in the play? With you as a reference in mind, I'm sure I can finally make a breakthrough in creating my own adaptation of this character. Because as far as I'm concerned, the immersion method, drawing on life experiences, and imitating others are all valuable acting methods. Even if my every movement is rehearsed to perfection, I can't move the audience without conveying emotion. And even if I fully master the character's emotions, a little choreography will help make the performance more polished and appealing. Whatever the method is, as long as it offers something that can improve my performance, I will always give it a try. Thank you for trying them out as well. It means a lot to me. And congratulations on making it to the end of your first acting class. Graduation ceremony. I'm afraid that's still a long way in the future. For now, I hope to incorporate part of you into my performance of the Divine Damsel. But one day, I hope to write an opera all about you. When that day comes, I hope you will be able to join me on stage and give me some constructive criticism. It'll take a lot of hard work to reach the point where you're ready to go on stage. But I'll be here to keep you on track every step of the way.
You're a demanding coach.
Ah, here we go again. So old-fashioned. Then again, I suppose I will have to give you a lot of instruction along the way. And if I won't let you call me master, teacher, or coach, I've got to think of something you can call me. Ah, I've got it. You can call me mentor. What do you think?
Mentor, okay. I like coach. I'm old. Oh, that was way longer than some others. Okay, let's go back. Wow. Okay. Let's go back at it. All my purples.
Leave it all to me.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Break a leg. Flags up. And step. Time to clean up. I must leave no stone unturned.
I'm going in!
Your grand finale. And step.
Don't waste my time.
Submit.
Everybody stand!
Strike is one. Flags up. And step. Leave it all to me, as a good knight should. I'll catch up. I missed a spot.
I'm going in! Give up. Your life is mine.
Flags up. Break a leg. Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would.
Teamwork is dreamwork! It's nothing.
Submit.
Wasn't able to get everything, but at least I completed. Let's see. So we're guessing this time we go with safety. Yeah. Going with the other option did just lead us straight to
Can you
only
put a
one
few
path.
more adventurers?
Please have faith in him.
Yunning.
Yun Jin!
No, I'm...
Look, you have to take better care. We're just lucky we...
Well, while I'm off stage, as long as...
You know, you...
So? What?
Exactly. Just think of all the people coming from far and wide just to show you their support.
Why do you make it sound like they are coming to see me, and not the show?
Well, same difference, isn't it?
I don't think so. They seem quite different to me. Well, either way, you're quite right. I mustn't let down our audience, especially those who came from afar. And I certainly mustn't make you come out looking for me again. So I suppose I will put my training exercises on hold for a while.
Whew. I'm glad to know that the brightest star in my troupe is finally gonna start listening to reason. I'm gonna head back and see how the set is coming along. Don't go disappearing on me again.
All right. I'll head back and do some rehearsing. It's no substitute for first-hand experience, but it should still help me iron out a few issues. Speaking of which, I haven't even thanked you properly for saving me. If you are free after the show, come and find me at Hayu Tea House.
What should I try this time?
The next day. What?
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Aristocratic etiquette is all just for show.
20.
Just smile and nod along. I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart, but even I don't take them that seriously. More speed.
Show it, boys. One to take off the bucket list.
More speed.
Liyue opera is really something, but Liyue opera performed by Miss Yun, now that's something else. Thrilling performance. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. Your reputation is well deserved.
Well deserved,
Well,
indeed.
I've had the pleasure of seeing the talented Miss Yun on stage many a time in the past, but the songs still sound fresh and new every single time. It's been barely a few days since I last saw you perform, but once again, Yun Jin, you've progressed by leaps and bounds.
Oh, you're far too kind, both of you. I'm still new to the profession, but I promised myself when I joined the troupe that I would strive to develop myself as a performer every day, and I wouldn't be where I am now without everyone's faithful support.
Nonsense. You're too humble, Miss Yun. You're a major celebrity. Who in Liyue hasn't heard the name Yun Jin?
In the circles I move in, anyone who says they've never seen Yun Jin on stage is at risk of getting laughed out of business.
What?
As it happens, I have a business meeting at the Xinyu kiosk with a client who is also a big fan of yours. So, I was wondering if you'd perhaps like to join us for the meal.
Oh, me too. I booked a table at the Liuli Pavilion and was hoping you might join me.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to both of you, but I won't be able to make it. I'm very grateful for the invitations, but I'm afraid I already have arrangements for this evening. Isn't that right, Traveler?
Okay, you have plans, but you're really gonna pass this up? I mean, you could always reschedule. Wait a second, you're... Well, I guess it's not going to work out today, then. Maybe another day, Miss Yun.
Oh, wait. The guy that saved our city. Yeah, okay. Good choice.
Huh. They took off pretty quick. Do they know something I don't? Haha, I guess I'll be leaving too. Wouldn't want to cramp your style.
Take care, both of you. Sorry that I can't see you off. Whew. Thanks for coming to my rescue. Look at you. You're a national treasure. Even Gentry Moutsai is in awe of you. I feel a little sorry for Xinyu Kiosk and Liuli Pavilion. I just hope the food won't go to waste.
Which one?
I don't think we'd be able to get a seat this late. But it's fine. I have a better place we can go. Let's head downstairs. I owe you a big thank you tonight.
Miss Yun? Oh, wow, it's really you! I have just a few questions, if you don't mind.
Hey, get back here. Oh, ditzy girl, you don't have a clue what you're doing.
Boy?
Are you a journalist? If you'd like to arrange an interview, you'll have to liaise with my manager.
Sorry, Miss Yun. Don't mind her. She's just new and still learning the ropes. We'll leave you
Miss Yun, I'm interested to know why you added a silk dance to the scene where the divine damsel makes her appearance.
You noticed that?
Yes. Based on the original script, that scene would see your character perform the Adeptus Walk. But the addition of the silk dance meant that the whole way you carried yourself was so much more...
Animated.
Yes, but delicate and graceful, like a crane.
Oh, sorry. Which publication are you from? How come I haven't met you before?
Oh, well...
yeah, we're from the Steambird. I am Boy Yi, the editor-in-chief. And this young lady is Shuryun, one of my journalists. We were based in Fontaine. Just recently we made the move back to Liyue.
Oh.
Oh, I see. You're from the Steambird. Then it's no wonder. Your journalist has clearly done her research.
That's very kind of you, but really, my level of knowledge is very basic compared to yours.
Hey, Miss Yun is throwing you a bone here. Make the most of it, okay? Talk to her! Talk to her!
Actually, I'm afraid there's somewhere I need to be. And I'd really need to clear this interview with my manager. But what about our plans? Really? Okay, sure.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Yun.
Great! Thank you both kindly. Let's find a quiet place and get this interview underway.
Oh, I see. So that's why you added the silk dance in this scene.
Yes, exactly. Doing it this way not only allows for more physicality in my movement, It also means I can make better use of the stage and transition into the scene more quickly.
Ah, okay. So there was even more to it than I thought. So, wouldn't it make sense to contrast this with the Dongtong Apasionado section that comes directly afterward by making the latter a little more sophisticated?
I think I know which section you're talking about.
Ah, sorry. What am I saying? This is a fixed formula, isn't it? My suggestion would completely break the format.
No, it's okay. It's an interesting idea for sure. I'll give it some thought. Thanks for the suggestion.
Really? Wow, I'm so honored.
Did she just take my date?
Shuryun, maybe it's time to move on to some of the things our readers would like to know about,
Oh, okay. I was also going to ask for your opinion on the set and the costumes.
Yes, well, I'm sure Miss Yun has countless pearls of wisdom she could share on her chosen craft. But, not all of our readers are quite so, artistically literate, shall we say. A lot of them really just want to know more about you. You know, what does Yun Jin do when she is off stage?
Excuse me? When I'm off stage?
You know, you're a major celebrity, and a lot of our readers are interested to know what life is like for you. What kind of place you live in, what kind of things you eat, clothes you wear, things you buy. That whole side of things. A day in the life.
Besides rehearsing, a day in my life isn't really any more interesting than anyone else's.
Nonsense. Of course it is. Just think how many people were at your show earlier. They come from all over just to show their support. In fact, a relative of mine has a daughter who's been saying she wants to broaden her horizons recently. She's been looking for a chance to give you a jade hairpin as a gift.
Oh. It's against the rules of the opera troupe to accept private gifts from patrons. Could someone out there be accepting gifts for the troupe under false pretenses? I must get Yunning to look into it.
I mean, it wasn't a big deal. Just something she said. Forget I brought it up. So, I saw Gentry Maotsai and the Snezhnayan gentleman come down from upstairs. Are they patrons of your shows, too? So, what are your thoughts on Snezhnaya and the Fatui?
I'm sorry. This is my first interview, and my notes are becoming a total mess. I might need a moment to pause and reorganize them a little. Otherwise, I'll never be able to work all this into an article. Mr. Boyi, maybe you should take a look too.
Don't be ridiculous! Stopping an interview halfway through to organize your notes? What are you talking about? Hey, all right. Miss Yun, we'll just be a moment.
Oh. I'm fine. It's not the first time I've been asked questions like these. The last time it happened, Yunning stopped the interview for me. But the next day, the tabloids were full of articles like "Dramatic Exit, Yunjin storms out of interview," and "Miss La-di-da opera star is too good for our questions." Yeah. So from then on, Yunning said all interview requests have to go through her. I used to think I could hold the troupe together just by putting on a good performance. But now, I have to make sure I concentrate on my actions off stage too.
Are they both one? I don't know, like... I saw a lot of the audience on the way over here. Many of them found your performance very moving. Are they just one thing? Why is it cut in two?
Oh, you mean Fanarya and that crowd. I cherish them as members of my audience too. But there aren't many people like them who can appreciate all the nuance in a single viewing. How did Shuryun end up working with an editor like that guy? Something feels wrong there. Ugh. They could be back at any moment, so I should stay here for now. But could you go look into it for me? If you find out anything, come straight back here and
let me know. Yeah. snooping.
Just... How can you be so cruel to Miss Yun?
Shh, keep your voice down. Whatever you got to say, it can wait until we're out of earshot. We'll both be in hot water if Yun Jin finds out. What's wrong with you? Why can't you get it into your head? Quit asking dull questions and start thinking about how to win over our readers. Do I make myself clear?
I like this crouching.
I don't think you realize what a golden opportunity you have here. How many journalists would give anything they had to trade places with you right now? Huh? Ever think about that?
You just don't get it. Miss Yun has put her heart and soul into...
Enough! Stop yelling in public! Or do you want Miss Yun to hear about all the lies you're spreading about her?
Me? You're the one making everything up.
Well, you sure seemed pretty happy chatting to her, so don't act like you ain't a part of this. And don't forget the contract you signed. Come. We'll continue our little chat over there. You need to listen and learn, young lady.
What are you staring at?
Are you ready to stop whining now? Do you have any idea how rare an opportunity like this is for a small-time paper like ours? Just think of the sales if we can get an exclusive. We'd have enough to cover your salary for 2 lifetimes.
But what about us pretending to be from the Steambird? Aren't you worried she'll find out?
You really think she still would have talked to you if I hadn't told that little white lie? Besides, what have you got to be afraid of? As long as we make it sound like an eyewitness account, how will she be able to refute it? Heck, if she actually presses the issue, I'll probably have to thank her for keeping it current for me.
This is horrible. I will not let you treat Miss Yun like this.
I don't know who she thinks she is anyway. Oh, I sang a couple of shows, so now I'm a national superstar. Give me a break. No one wants to read about your sopranos or your falsettos. We give the readers what they want. That's how this business works. Case in point. That blonde guy seemed to be getting along pretty well with Yun Jin. There's definitely a story there, even if there isn't.
Ugh, that's enough! I'm reporting you to the Millilith!
Report me? What for? Libel? Identity theft? Good luck with that. I haven't written anything. Where's your proof? You'd better tread carefully, Missy. First, you neglect your own duties, and now you're trying to get in the way of mine? You signed the contract. You know full well the consequences. If you sabotage this interview, I will make sure you lose everything you have. I will ruin you. You understand?
Why? Oh.
Well, think very carefully about what you're going to do. This is a rare opportunity. Now, I need to think how to phrase these interview questions.
You... Hey, wait!
Got your back, bastard.
Did you find anything out?
Well,
I see. I knew there was something fishy about that editor-in-chief. But this is a bigger plot twist than I expected. Not yet. All he's done so far is ask a few questions. There's nothing in print yet. The Millilith wouldn't be able to do anything even if we got them involved. Besides, if we rush to report him now, it's only going to give him more material to write about. You're right. But tabloids like theirs never have permanent offices and printing presses. The moment they hear anything, they'll disappear without a trace. And you've got no chance of catching them. I'm actually more concerned about another detail you told me. Would you be willing to do me another favor? I want to send a letter to that journalist. Great.
Sure, leave it to me.
Thank you.
No problem.
The editor should be here soon, so I'll stay here to deal with him. I'll have to rely on you to deliver the letter. If everything goes well, we should be able to get some breathing room for a while.
I've had it with you. Do you think contracts are just bits of paper? If we weren't on a tight deadline, you'd better believe I'd fire you right here on the spot. You will stay here and reflect on your actions if you know what's good for you. Sorry, but I'm not babysitting you anymore today.
Oh, what am I going to do? You're the one who was with Miss Yun earlier. Oh, really? Miss Yun wrote me a letter? Oh, I'll read it right away.
You better.
Wow. Really? I can't believe this. Miss Yun says that under Liyue law, any penalty charge I have to pay may not substantially exceed the amount of my salary. You can't have a labor contract that would completely bankrupt the employee in the event of a breach. It's not legally binding. So not only can he not get any money off of me, I can take this contract to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and blow the whistle on him. I didn't think about any of this when I was job hunting. I just signed the contract without a second thought. I always thought Miss Yun was all about opera. Who would have thought she was such a legal expert, too?
She is quite amazing.
If only I hadn't gone out of my way to get Miss Yun's attention in the first place, none of this would have happened. I didn't expect it to end up with Miss Yun helping fix my life problems. Well, Mr. Boyi says I'm still on probation, so he won't tell me where their work location is. Plus, I give all my draft articles straight to him, so I don't have anything in the way of evidence. I wouldn't put it past him. But the letter says that my statement and the contract are enough to get the Millilith looking into it. If Miss Yun says so, I'm sure she must be right. Let's go confront him right now.
Yeah. Screw that guy. Sup, Joker?
Okay, I think I've covered this topic pretty thoroughly now. Unless you had any more questions?
Well, what can I say, Miss Yun? You have so many wonderful qualities. Let's not quit while the ball's rolling, huh? Otherwise, I'll think of something I didn't ask later, and by then, it'll be too late. So, hey, where's that, friend of yours who was here earlier? You guys seemed, pretty close. Not intentionally avoiding the interview, surely?
You're finally back. This poor gentleman's been waiting for you.
You're with Shiryun? Hey, what's going on here? Hey, Shiryun, don't forget the contract you signed.
The Traveler clued me in. This contract you made me sign, it isn't worth the paper it's written on.
Isn't worth the paper it's written on? Don't be ridiculous. It's all there, clear as day. Don't you think I did my research?
Research? Oh, so you're a news editor. But you also have an interest in law?
Yeah, she's new, and she's making a fool of herself. She doesn't get how this all works. My apologies. Now, Beck...
No, it's okay. In fact, I found myself delving into some legal texts recently. It's all so intricate and complicated that it's very difficult to take it all in. The contracts of our opera troupe are a case in point. I'd finally finished reading through the relevant documentation from the Yuehai Pavilion when suddenly the Qixing announced a new interpretation. So I'm just curious. How can you be completely sure that you didn't miss anything when you were researching this?
I'm pretty sure I read everything relevant.
Under current legislation, the penalty terms in my labor contract are unreasonable and exploitative. I could report you to the Millilith for extortion.
Nonsense! That's ridiculous!
My goodness. Sir, it seems that we should probably bring this interview to a close here.
Don't listen to her! I run a legitimate business. Everything we do is above board.
Oh, I have no doubt about that at all, sir. But this reminds me of a case I read about not long ago. Once you get reported and the Millilith starts scrutinizing your business, well, not only do they look into every license you have and every work you've ever published, but everything down to your fire safety policy will come under their magnifying glass as well. So if you don't get back now and start preparing for their arrival, well, I mean, I don't mind continuing the interview at all. But I'd hate to take up too much of your precious time if there's any aspect of your business you want to double-check from a legal standpoint.
You? I won't forget this!
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Did we chase? Come on.
Miss Yun, why did you stop me? Right, and the contract I have is enough to get him arrested, isn't it?
I'm not a legal expert. I haven't the faintest idea. All that was just an act, aimed at getting him to show us the way.
An act? Show us the way to Yun Jin. The Millilith are after him. Based on his movements, it looks like Boyi is heading back to his headquarters. I really hope they teach these tabloids a lesson they won't forget. It'd sure make my life a lot easier.
Yes. I had Yunning report to the Millilith while you were delivering the letter for me. The penalty terms in Yun's contract are too severe. Even if they don't violate the law, I'm sure he must be taking advantage of some loopholes. Anyone who works like that is sure to have a guilty conscience. So all I had to do was put on a little show, starring the editor-in-chief of the Steambird. And now, he is sure to lead us to the solid evidence.
I see.
Well, acting has to be authentic to be believable.
Their little publication will go out of business in no time. Good riddance, I say. I hope this gets the other tabloids to rein in their antics too. Hey, here's a thought. Maybe we could get him to rat on some of his rival publications. I only just realized what this means. I'm going to be out of a job, aren't I?
Well, would you still be interested in submitting an article to the Steambird? But the real one this time?
Well, yes, of course. But would they really accept an article from me?
Yunning, when can we arrange the next interview for?
Oh, so now you're asking me. 2 days from now, morning. Work for you?
Okay. Yun, let's continue our discussion about tonight's play 2 days from now.
Does this mean I get to do a full feature interview with you? Okay. I think I know what I want to write about. Thank you, Miss Yun.
Don't mention it. I'm sure it will be a source of inspiration for both of us.
Well, that was pretty nice.
A seat with a view.
Oh. I see. So the 3 different endings. Where I say, nope, sorry, I'm not talking to you. The point where I jump in and go, you're fishy, I'm stopping this. And something else. Not bad.
More speed. Oh, good. I was just thinking that the silk flowers at the Feiyun Commerce Guild needed watering. The transport coordinators will probably moan about the muddy mountain road.
An assassin from our homeland, or a fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chainsa. Coveting the shapes of the living, pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment. The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Access denied.
Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless. The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Next on the agenda.
One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails also to comprehend its horrors.
Born of ice and frost.
Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold. The power of water is its ability to take any shape. As long as rain falls and rivers flow, water will exist forever.
Oh yes, dog. Oh, and I got 3. Awesome. So with that, the next one is definitely going to be finished. Will definitely be finished, and I'll be able to move on to another one. So I'm guessing 2 days, or like next week Friday, I should be done then. do I plan on? That should be done. So that's it for this week. Next week we could finish up everything. So that would leave like 2 weeks for getting enough materials to level them up. I don't know if that's enough. Get that. This one, and this. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. I'll be able to do it. I think around 1 or 2 days per each. I mean, I think I was... How many was I able to get today? I think I got around 10 today. Of course, I was with the lucky 3s I got as well. So maybe, if I'm lucky, it'll take 2... Oh, it'll take 1 week, definitely. So, 2 to 3 days for each. That leaves you with enough time. Yeah, Monday I won't be able to get that much since I have to spend 90 on the weekly bosses. But if I spend 90 there, I will get another condensed resin or resin moon, whatever it's called, from the shop. So that should be enough to at least get a couple. Okay. Oh well. Until next time, I guess. Till next time. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll continue Yun Jin's story
That pole arm doesn't distinguish friend from foe.
tomorrow.
And
after
there's
the weekly
clearly a
bosses.
limit to the Red Rope's power.
Because
That's why I
don't really
loathe
think
crowded
the
areas.
weekly bosses are going to take too much. But yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate you for watching. If you watched the VOD, thank you very much. Love you.